Hello everyone, welcome back to the DBMS lecture series. So we have already seen like how database ensures safety with recovery system, but now in this video we will talk about the speed. Okay, so imagine searching for a record in a huge database with millions of entries, and if you are going one by one would take forever. Okay, so that's where indexing and hashing come into play. So these are powerful technique to make searching and retrieving data much faster. So let's get started with these all uh, concepts. Okay. So let me write down the today's topic, which is indexing and hashing. Okay. So now we will understand what is indexing first, and then we will take one example, and then we will discuss the types of indexing. Like primary index, secondary index, clustering index, and dense and spare index like that. Okay. So let me write down for you guys like what is indexing. Indexing. Okay. So indexing is a data structure that improves the speed of data retrieval. Okay. Operation. Okay, I'm clear. Like indexing is basically used to improve the speed of data retrieval operation, and it is a data structure. Okay, so similar to index a book, instead of searching page by page, you directly jump onto the correct location. Okay, so for example, suppose a student table where roll number, name, and course is there. Okay, let me write it down. Suppose a student table is there, a student table in which roll number, name, and course are there. Okay, so if roll number is index, searching for roll number, like uh, if the roll number will be our index. Okay, so searching for the roll number is much faster now if you are searching by the name or course, because the name can be like two or three in present in your database. Suppose in the classroom there are same name has different person. Okay, I mean like your name is suppose Siddharth. Okay, so in your class there may be one other person whose name is same Siddharth only. Okay, but the roll number is unique. Okay, but your roll number and other person roll number can never match. Okay, so if this roll number is going to be our index, then the searching become faster. Okay, so let's moving further, like type of indexing. So till now we have understood what is index. So now we will discuss the type. Okay, so our second topic is type of indexing. Okay, so the types are like first one is primary index. So it built on a primary key of a table. So let me write down. one line for this, like built on the primary key of a table. Okay, and entities in the index are sorted based on the primary key. Okay, for example, roll number is an index in a student table, as I have told you here only. Like, let me copy paste this example below. Yeah, so in this, as I already told, like primary key can be a index. Okay, so uh, in this example, we have seen like if you are searching with the raw number, then it will be easy for you to identify that particular person and their name and course. Okay, so this is called a primary index example. So moving further, the second one is secondary index. Okay, so our second topic is, matlab second type of indexing is like second one is secondary index. So secondary index is created on non-primary key attribute. It is created on non-primary key attribute. Okay. And it is useful when queries involves field other than primary key. Okay. So for example, index on name in a student table. So the same example I have to copy paste here also. Sorry. So in this, if we suppose this is our table, a student table. So here, suppose name is the secondary index. Okay. In this, name is going to be the secondary index. So what I told, like it is useful when query involves fields other than the primary key. Okay. In your query, there is no primary key, then uh, this comes into the role, like which is going to be the next index. So because in your query, suppose there is no any primary key, so as the definition suggests, like it is created on the non-primary key attribute. Okay. So suppose the roll number is not there. Okay. So okay, leave it. Okay. So now the name is become the secondary index. Okay. And moving further, the third type of indexing is your clustering index. I hope I am clear till now. Third one is clustering index. So it is used when records are physically stored the same order as index. Okay. So let me write it down. It used when records are physically stored in the same order as index. Okay. For example, students grouped by department. Okay, so this is all about the clustering. Let me write down the example also. Like example, students are grouped by the department. Okay, so I hope I am clear with the clustering index. So the last indexing is, and let me go to the next page. Okay, so the last indexing is, which is the fourth, it is dense and sparse index. So let me write down the definition first for the dense index. Dense index. So every search key value has an index entry. And if you will talk about the sparse index. So sparse index means only some record have index entries, means save point, save space or save point you can say. Okay, so I hope I'm clear with the indexing part. So till now we have seen like what is indexing and what is its use and how it helps for searching data, and we have also seen like what are the types. Okay, so the moving further for the next topic of this video only is what is hashing. Okay, so I hope till now I am clear. If you guys has any doubt, then please comment it down. I will definitely make sure like to comment back you or to solve your answer or to solve your doubt, what you have doubt. So the third one is what is hashing? Okay, let me change the color. So hashing is a technique to directly compute the address of data using a hash function. Okay, so instead of searching, DBMS applies hash function to attribute give a storage location. Okay, suppose for example, if roll number is equal to 105, a hash function is h comma x is equal to x mod at 10. Let me write down the example. This is little bit complex. So if roll number is equal to 105 and hash function is h comma h of x is equal to x mod 10, x mod 10. So it record a store at position 5. Okay, I hope I am clear with this. So let's moving further the type of hashing. Okay, after that we will just quick recap between the difference between indexing and hashing. So based on some features. So After that, we will conclude our today's topic. Okay. So, types of hashing. Types of hashing. Okay. So, there are mainly two types. The first one is, oh yeah, what's happening? Wait. The first one is hash function, static hash. Static hashing. And second one is dynamic hashing. Okay. So, static hashing means the hash function does not change. Problem, suppose if table grows too much, collection increases. Okay, this is all about the static hashing and the dynamic hashing. Like hash function can be adjusted when more records are added. Okay, means it's changing over the time. Like the data, if get inserted, then it will adjust more record. Okay, suppose for example. Extend let me think about one example which is going to be best for this. So so for dynamic hashing you can consider it extendable hashing. Okay, yeah, extendable hashing. Let me write down the example like extendable hashing, extendable hashing, or yeah, linear hashing. Okay, so I hope you get some thing you get some information about the hashing concept. So moving further, so just do a quick recap of indexing versus hashing. So okay, wait. It's going to be fit little bit up this also. Okay. So now we will write like index versus hashing. Indexing versus hashing. So based on the features, we will discuss like what is the difference between indexing and hashing. Let me draw the table first and then we will continue. Okay. So if we talk about the structure, then indexing is like tree base and this is like hash table. Okay. And if we will like the feature which is best for, so indexing is best for range queries and it is best for exact match queries. Okay. And if we will talk about the third feature, like which is flexibility. So in flexibility, it support sorting, ordering, sorting or ordering, you can say. And your Hashing support like only equality search. Okay, and the last point is like performance. So indexing is a little bit slower than hashing for equality. And if we will talk about the performance of hashing, so it is very fast for equality search. Okay, equality search. So equality search means the most commonly refers to identifying data records where a specific field values exactly match a given term. Okay, it is used in context like database queries and LDAP search. So I hope I am clear with the index and hashing. So let's see about some advantage of hashing. So let me go to the next page. Advantage. So the sixth one is advantage of hashing and indexing. So for the indexing, speed up search query, and it is efficient for range queries. Okay. And if we will talk about the advantage of hashing, so it is very fast retrieval, retrieval for equality, equality conditions, and it avoid multiple disk access. Okay, so just write it down. The advantage of hashing and indexing. So today we explored the indexing and hashing in DBMS, the two powerful technique that make data retrieval lightning fast. Okay, so indexing works like a book index while hashing use mathematical function for direct access. In the next lecture, we will move to the query processing and optimization, where we learn how database actually process query efficiently behave like behind the scene. So stay turned on. So मिलते हैं आपसे next वीडियो में. If you guys are really feel like this video is helpful for you and it give you the little bit information about hashing and indexing, then please do like and subscribe our YouTube channel and don't forget टू शेयर विथ योर फ्रेंड. ओके, बिकॉज आपके साथ साथ आपके दोस्त का भी भला हो जाएगा यार, शेयर कर दो दोस्त को भी. तो चलिए मिलते हैं आपसे नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. तब तक के लिए कीप लर्निंग एंड कीप एक्सप्लोरिंग. बाय बाय.